to my stream. It's a romantic developer stream night 130. We have name LateNightTalks, so welcome. Let me see if I am audible. Nice. So I could see myself, I could see your comments. If you join, just leave something in the chat and we could quickly chat. Normally, historically, we divide my stream into two parts. One is personal reflection or answering your comments. So any topics except maybe software development. And yeah, the second part is related to software development and doing something with computer, with code, whatever. We are still recovering from Pacific Northwest bombing cyclone, and at this moment not all the cities and territories are even power not restored everywhere. So there are multiple cities which spending like third night without power, and it's kind of bad, of course, awful, because yeah, current houses here are not like prepared for spending mostly winter without any electricity, because most houses has electric devices to electric system to heat and sometimes to cold. In that state, in Washington state, mostly previously there are no need to build a system which could cold IC systems, so only it some was central heating or not central heating. In older houses sometimes there are some fireplace, especially wood burning or whatever, but yeah, more newer houses, of course, lack of that fireplaces or the gas, and in most cases electricity is required for them to work. So that's what we have. Hopefully electricity will be restored soon. At the same time, I'm thinking about other countries which are lacking of electricity at all. Of course, they're better prepared to live without it. And I'm thinking about countries like Ukraine, where people used to live with electricity, but it's can gone very quickly. Yeah, in the war between Ukraine and Russia, electricity is one of the point where which still I believe under discussion, because it's of course it's not so easy to remove electricity from major cities in Ukraine and most of the territories, and it's not so easy, but of course it's possible. So if Russia would set it as a goal, most probably it would achieve success, because it's very hard to recover everything, because all the systems in Ukraine are built in Soviet Union, not all, but most of the system, and right now resource for restoring all them, of course, it's already utilized, and it's not so simple, let's say that. Of course, they slightly have some defense against rocket strikes, etc., but we saw multiple times if Russia decided to destroy something, it would be destroyed. It's not a question. It's a question if and when, rather than could they do that? No, yes, they could. So, but yeah, probably for multiple reasons they decided not to do that. Maybe it was some, negotiations, etc., etc. So, but if escalation will continue, most probably it's what we'll expect Ukraine, and people in Ukraine will meet summer, will meet winter which is more severe than in Washington state, of course, especially in north, in Puget Sound region, which is protected with mountains from multiple sides, and because of it, it's not so cold. So sometimes in some winters you could see really cold temperature and snow only maybe a week or two, not more, and it will be not super cold, maybe just few degrees below zero, below freezing temperature, let's say that, maybe 10 degrees, not more. So yeah, that's it. And we talked about current escalation a lot during previous stream. I wouldn't repeat myself, but it's clearly visible that people now are not ready to show wisdom, show diplomacy, and show other things, and rather they show aggressions, they show position of some power, useless and reckless, and so on and so on. So people not ready to negotiate, of course, where they could, because they want to continue to play their games. But those people who play those games, they don't treat a price of human life at all, because their games cost Ukraine thousands of men and women every day. It does, it's people injured so badly that they will be disabled for the rest of their life, and so on and so on. And right now, for the last 100 days, there are thousands, probably millions of people dead or injured. And of course, it's not only Russia side, because there should be escalation from both sides, to stop that. Russia was ready to negotiate after like 50 days, it might be even less than 50 days, and their terms were pretty acceptable if looking at the current conditions on the front line and everything. Their conditions then, right now, would be assumed as total victory of Ukraine for sure. But then it was also victory of Ukraine, but then there was a decision to continue fight with Russia and try, I don't know, destroy Russia, return Crimea, I don't know. So, but for some reason Ukraine decided, or maybe not Ukraine, but few actors, and when I say actors, I not literally mean actor as who play in movies, but so it's not only Zelensky, but also other guys who decided, okay, let's try to destroy Russia, and they failed. And they play games with human lives again and again. It's awful. Okay, it's nice that there are not so many people who watching me, because otherwise, of course, I would receive some hateful comments, because some of Ukrainians doesn't like when people say that Russia is very hard to win, etc., etc., and then condition on 50 days was nice. Of course, they were nice. That means that the war will stop. The Ukraine, except Crimea, will be united again, and Crimea will be part of Ukraine diplomatically, and they will talk about its status for 15 years. And after that, there would be some voting of people there, and of course, in that period, it was possible to make conditions of life in Ukraine so pretty that Crimea would like to return to Ukraine. Okay. Let's remember what we talked about previously, and we talk about our current progress, and we talked about update YouTube video properties and everything, and I think we probably could mark it as slightly orangish because we already did a good progress here. So right now we record addition YouTube ID when we download from YouTube, and also we support not only URLs format but also IDs formats. And right now we need to add new parameter, update YouTube. So first of all, most probably we need to go here, copy that client secret sync near our so near our AI helper, and let's see how we basically wrote back into the YouTube. So it was what we need to install. Interesting. Oh. So if I'll go to AI helper and just add it here, most probably it will not work. Why? Because we don't have that Google API client. Let's ask ChatGPT. Hey, please update my requirements with clips required with the latest clips required to use. And let's just go here and say those things. Oh, let's see. So we need full libraries, and here is updated requirements. Let's go to requirements, and let's here open a terminal. Let's open command prompt. Let's go to cd YouTube cdu. Oh, it's local. I'm sorry, it's local. Okay, and say pip install requirements txt later, and we need to install in that local venv everything we need. So after that we will be able to use a AI API helper. And let's sync token file. Probably we couldn't copy that in here as well. Ignore the following version, yanked version 060. So let's use 1-to-1. It's for Google OSLEEP. Let's see if it will work. Yeah, looks like it's working. So let's use that client secret file. And let's use authenticate YouTube here as well. Let's put not here, but where we start defining functions, like there. Okay, so now if you try to execute it once again, download, you don't have any issues because it's, yeah, everything using is fine. Everything is fine. So now we need to maybe copy all of that and go here and say, hey, I want to implement a new parameter with name update YouTube, which will take as an argument a folder like process prompts, but it will look in this folder a file with name let's look everything we need. So it will look in that file name, file details, and took here value of YouTube ID. It is represented in this file as line. Okay, then it will try to get this file like, let's give all the code we try to. So get upload list ID, get all videos, try to get this video like, and then we'll look for files in the folder with names title txt, description txt, and keywords. If they based on presence of each file, it will update correspondent property in video like. And let's see where we have that update video. Of course, if we don't have description, for example, it should leave previous one. Here is my code. So let's copy our code as of now, and it will return what we need to add. Oh really? And why is so? Why it's an error generating? Let's try click regenerate. Oh, it's too long. Okay, let's copy it. Let's refresh, and it would be, here is a part of my code. Okay, let's leave that. Parse argument, okay. Load config, okay. And then let's just remove a good part of that file. So it's show everything, and in parse arguments it would be a new subparser for update YouTube. So let's go add that subparser in our code. And it would be process arguments. It would be here, parse arguments. New subparser is here, update YouTube videos base, folder containing details and optional files. Okay, update YouTube folder. And then we go to the main. Main. And we in main have that functionality. It would be else if a process update YouTube, transcribe prompts, else if args mode update YouTube, process update YouTube arg folder. Should we pass config? Not right now. Okay, let's go and copy that in process update folder, and we review it in the Visual Studio itself, Visual Studio Code, of course, itself. So let's see. File details, folder join, not exist, doesn't exist, okay. YouTube, get YouTube ID from file, okay. File path, no. If it exists, we read all of those. Current video details, get video details, YouTube ID, enables to retrieve, update video, and we provided previous or new, previous and new data, and we try to update it. Okay, makes sense. Very simple. So let's copy all the three functions, including update video, here. So we get YouTube ID from file path for each line if starts with YouTube ID, split, strip, okay. Not the best way, but okay. Get video details, authenticate YouTube, list with video ID. If it's exists, we just return it and update. If description, if tags, so it doesn't have category. Please use previously assigned category in video update. Yeah, we already saw that without category it would be an issue. So update, authenticate, get video details. If not category ID, update video. Nice, interesting. So we just update video to get all the proper details here itself. And here in that code process update YouTube, we just get all of those. And we don't need to send all of those in and it will be process update folder. So we just, yeah, it's still the same code. Interesting. Okay, I feel there is some copying, yes, copy paste of the code, but let's use it as is. Let's use it as is. So we process update YouTube, babam, folder. So AI helper. Okay, so now what we want, let's go to our folder, maybe in Visual Studio Code. Let's go to folder number part 3. We have file details, and that's it. Let's execute few other commands. So we have download, but let's call transcribe. Let's copy that folder name, copy paste. So we want transcribing of that file. Oh, really? Incorrect IP key provided. It's happened because we, no, it's not. Proper file should be here. Okay, come on. Give me a second. I log in and set proper ID, API ID, because we use API ID from OpenAI. So, and to do that, I need to go into dashboard. And in dashboard, I need to go and create new secret key. Test local computer 2. create a secret key, copy, done. So we did it already multiple times. It's just to say proper LLM config property in our generic category. So we specified that API key now, and now if we go here again and try to transcribe that once again, because right now by default we transcribing with SDK call. It says it sent to Whisper API for transcription. Right now we should get a result. A dict object has no attribute start, really. Let's search for start. So transcript srt x start. Now let's see if we have any, what the code we have here, which is different from what we have. So only download, save, extract YouTube ID is fine, and the very recent code. Interesting. So most probably it would be here, transcript srt, and we get transcript srt as extend by result srt, and result is yeah, basically we just submit transcribe chunk. Transcript segment srt, start time, let's see what we have in our video file as is. No, we haven't saved that, we haven't preserved it. So let's ask. I execute the code to transcribe the audio file, but got an error message. My part of the code, and message is dict object has no attribute start. Can you help identify the issue? Interesting that it wasn't present before. Yeah, it started. You know what? Maybe we could try to see how to debug that, correct? So we could say start debugging, and it would be Python file with arguments, and let's use that transcribe argument mode, invalid choice, transcribe, choose from full download, transcribe, process prompts. Interesting, we need to specify arguments some other way. Let's try once again. Enter the command line arguments you want to pass to the program. So we won't say transcribe. Maybe that will work. No. Okay, let's try once again. Maybe let's use single transcribe, and that is it's understand it as single argument. Okay, now let's try start debugging, transcribe, invalid syntax. Launch transcribe. What if we add like here? And we couldn't write like that, correct? Interesting. I want to add to VS Code and debugging capability for debugging my file for command. How to do that? So basically configuration is exactly the similar to what we've created. Okay, let's copy to our file. Let's copy relative path. Okay, run, start debugging. Really? How to specify execution folder? Now let's go and say that stop launch console, and we just need to specify that folder. Okay, and go run, start debugging. Nice. Okay, now we able to test that, but we need to put proper breakpoint, correct, to see what's going on. Okay, where we are? We are here. Transcribe, create Okay, transcription response. Okay, let's try once again. So let's do very quick check. Here we are using our virtual environment from where. So let's see response. Params. Let's see params. Language time response format verbose JSON. So let's see response. Okay, it has a lot of things including words and transcription text, and then it start with segments, ID, start, and text. Okay, generate segment SRT. It's working fine. Segment start, segment start and start, and so segment start has no attribute start. Segment okay, so looks like they've changed that, correct? So they've changed it from Z to Z. So instead of Z we need to write something like Z, correct? So I believe also there could be a possible risk that we use different version of our OpenAI. But let's try to execute it once again. So we send a request. We send in request to OpenAI to transcription. We received response. Now we come here, segment, and that should work. So segment SRT we received. Generate word SRT probably we also received. Okay, we return everything. Now it's working. Interesting. So we preserved into video folder all of those. Transcript SRT. It's not long video. Transcript TXT, transcript word level. Okay, now let's execute the prompts. We say not transcribe, but say process prompts. Process prompts. Better chapters. Description. Keywords. And title. Okay. So now we received file details. It's our file details. We have title. So let's choose one title, correct? Exploring Mercer Island, a scenic drive and tech talk. From driving to AI, driving and streaming, AI powered transcription, sound check. Okay, let's use that one because we need to test, correct? Title, prompt, and we need to change that just to title txt. And we also have keywords prompt. Let's remove that keywords txt, and in keywords let's remove that and it will not work. Okay, and description prompt. Let's remove txt. Let's see better chapters. Sound check and technical difficulties, introduction, streaming challenging. So let's use this in this. It has shorter titles, but yeah, LZ. Okay. And let's go to our details in live, and let's find our one of the first video, which is number 3, Romantic Developer Night Show Part 3. Okay, and now moment of truth. We'll try to execute a helper, and let's say update video. Yes. Oh, what is the prompt? YouTube update. YouTube update. YouTube update. Choose from update YouTube. Okay. Update YouTube. Pa-ba-pam. Now it should ask us to log in. Continue. Yes, I want to enter my passkey here. Oh, really? Okay, let's do that as well. And I want Romantic Developer channel. And it's one-time operation unless your token will expire, so normally it wouldn't take you so long. Okay, it's we trying to authorize access type of line. Interesting. Continue. See, edit, delete videos. Okay. And now, oh, whoa. So, I helper line 828, main process update video request execute. Line 130, helpers. So, requesting JSON returns the request metadata specified invalid video keywords details message the request metadata keywords domain to video reason invalid text location body snippet text location type other. Interesting. Let's see on keywords. Mercer Island road trip. So it's all our keywords. Let's try to re-execute it once again. Invalid video keywords. Videos. What is the length? 547. Maybe it's too much. Like, let's do like that. Maybe we just specified too much keywords. We need to make sure that we are fine. Okay, still. The request metadata specifies invalid video keywords. Okay, let's see where we received that. We try to execute it on line update video 717. Let's go and see. Come on. How to go to some line? Oh, Control G. 717. Okay, it's actually update. Snippet body, snippet title, description text. Let's see what we have before here in our test APNB. Text, nitrite, snippet, category ID 022. Okay, let's try and go open configurations. And let's add new configuration. Update YouTube command. It would be the same. It would be update YouTube. Everything else would be exactly the same, but here we would like to set breakpoint, maybe even here. Okay, and let's say run start debugging. It's transcription. No. Run. Let's look on the run here. We just want to update YouTube. Okay, do like that. Category ID 22. Okay. What is title? Okay. Description. Okay. Text. "29 text. Looks okay. And what is that? Let's see debug console. Let's try to see current video details. Beautiful dry software development mix. Live transcription tool, YouTube AI. Really? We have all of those where? Here? Interesting. Maybe it's actually this one. Okay. So, if title, snippet, description, text. So now snippet body contain category ID, title, description, and text. Text like those one, 29 text. Let's ask ChatGPT, our friend. Hey, any idea why I could get this error? So special characters. Limit to 500 characters. So let's remove YouTube. Let's remove YouTube AI. What else? Let's try to execute it once again. So looks like it was some of the word, like YouTube or something. Interesting. Let's check. So we come here, come here, and if you open it once again, and just update the page. Exploring Mercer Island assigned in TikTok. And if we will look at the word, yeah. So the nice thing that it's working. So the next thing, we need to prepare it before we could execute it in chunk of the videos, because we have several steps here which we did manually. We renamed file names, but from keywords txt to keywords from txt, it's very simple to adjust. What is more complex is with description, because we insert here component for time for better chapters, and for title we need to choose only one first, maybe. And yeah, probably that's it. So let's update our test APNB with our plan and see where we are. So that one we mostly execute. That one we execute. Subtitles no. That one plus minus. That one is plus. So right now we have our functionality where we mostly implemented everything, but now we need to think about the next thing. We need probably of course we could do very generic thing. We could change prompts and use it as is, yes, or we could try to add some post-processing and do more complicated logic, like we could add to each of the file some additional properties, like maybe stream number or do that combination into description, insert better chapters and so on. So it's interesting. If you want to do very simple thing, or we want to add some post-processing. But if we add in post-processing, how it would be working? Because we have post-processing, like we could change prompts for description to say, instead of video sections, just set video section in brackets, and then we'll just go and replace it. It would be simple. But there are also other possibilities, like you want to provide some additional context, like number of stream, and it would be pre-processing, correct, before we execute in prompts. so maybe we want to update that as well. And also I still want to keep that as generic as possible. So yeah, it's an interesting question. Yeah, it's interesting question. Okay, let's think about it later. Yeah, I'll think about it, and probably you could think about it. Okay, and see what I'm think of like tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So, but what we received, we now could update it to video if we have all proper files in our folder. Maybe we could create just simple configuration, like configuration with YouTube generic, and title would be only one title, and we could specifically say please return nothing else title, the best title of all possible titles. For other things like description and keyword, in description and better chapters, we could say and do very simple post process, and we could even support best chapters if they are here, and if description we have like chapters in brackets, we could replace it in our main program, so we could just support that possibility. It wouldn't be too nice and very cool, but yeah, it will be working solution, at least for us right now. And then we could think how we could do it even better for future. Again, I still want to that keep balance of simplicity in executing it and setuping it, and genericity, and it's always complex. Of course, we could go into some very deep configurations and it will handle everything, but it would be very hard. It will complicate entry point to that program a lot, and I still want simple entry point. So yeah, okay. Let's think about it. Probably we'll go with some simple scenario, but what is good, we are very close to a point where we could execute that program and got all the files updated, at least on my channel, and probably someone could find that useful to update their videos on their channel as well. Okay, yeah, so it would be cool. I just understand that my video, I'm too low, but I think it should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah, because I sit not close to the stream, to the computer. Okay, guys, I think on that point we probably should stop our stream. Let me see, we're streaming more than an hour. Probably it's already fine. What I could say, as always, I'll wish you a nice time of the day. I wish you that war not come to your home, to your family, to your loved ones, and for that you should be wise, and you should choose wisdom and diplomacy over aggression and hate all of that. So yes, and you should open your eyes and see the world the way it really is, which also a very big challenge. But if you will open your eyes and see the world how it really is, you could see also its beauty everywhere, in every smallest step. Like today I drove my car and it was like rainy, and I saw on the plane of the road the car before me has that signal lights, gabarit lights, red ones, and they reflected from the plate of the road, and that reflection was interesting and beautiful. And in addition to some silhouettes, some shapes of the trees and other objects along the side, it's created very dramatic effect, very nice, and some miraculous scenery. And again, I just noticed that, but it's happening all the time. So just start seeing that things, just start seeing how the world goes, and you will see a lot of very romantic things as well. So be kind, be wisdom, be wise, yeah, have an acceptance of the things. And I think that it create a coziness in your heart and in your family. And we will work on finalizing the script and trying to use it for a lot of my videos, probably in nearest days. And after that, most of my streams should be updated. Yeah, I think I could create some specific configuration for myself. For romantic developer, I could add some details about that stream, for title generation, for description generation, for everything. And yeah, it could be cool. Okay guys, see you. I'll wait for a few seconds just to stream come to the point where I'm talking, because normally when I complete the stream and broadcast, it just interrupt me like mid-word. So goodbye.